So I know a lot of you guys want another mega campaign where we go from Imperator Rome, CK2, EU4, Vicky2, a bunch of different games. That's not really possible right now, so that's why I've kind of held off on it. Also takes a lot of work, but I can do maybe a mini mega campaign. I kind of wanted to do just a little video on Victoria 2, but then I realized everyone's going to ask me to take it to Hoi 4 and continue to the same save. And I guess I kind of get that. I mean, this is only 100 years, so it's a little unsatisfying. But series don't really do very well on YouTube. So like everyone watches part 1, but no one watches part 2, and that's pretty much the reason why I don't do them anymore. But let's say if 2,000 people subscribe to this video, so out of the 100,000 views it probably gets, just 2%. If 2% people subscribe, then I'll know, okay, people want to see more from this timeline, and I'll convert it over to Hoi 4, and I'll upload that video probably this weekend. So if you haven't subscribed and you want to see more by the end of this video, you know what you have to do, and then I'll figure out how to work the janky converters and possibly die on the inside, but I will get out of part 2. So this is a scenario where the world decided not to colonize the Western Hemisphere, like America's been left alone all this time, and they're gonna start right now at the same time Africa is being imperialized. I guess the entire world is about to get imperialized. Same goes for Australia, as well as New Zealand, and just a bunch of islands in the Pacific. So basically, it's a clean slate. Anyone can really become a great power after this. Obviously, this is gonna change a whole lot back in Europe though, which is gonna make people choose maybe crazier ideologies, which could make a possible Hoi 4 game just insane. But we'll see if this video can get 2,000 extra subscribers. I guess, at the very least, if only 2,000 people watch the part 2, I'd be happy. It's only a couple years into this game, and we already have a couple people racing for these coastlines. Spain here, France, and of course Louisiana. Actually, France is in all of the Caribbean. No one even tried over this way. Portugal, grabbing a little bit of Panama. Maybe they can build a canal. That will be a thing in this game. And the British, of course, are dominating everything in South America. I guess I shouldn't say of course, but yeah, they do like to colonize. Keep in mind, this game has a whole lot of things going on under the surface, so at the end, we'll be able to figure out like who's established a minimum wage, maximum work hours, safety regulations, unemployment stuff. Yeah, so just help us imagine what this world's actually like a little bit. Here's the top 8 strongest nations, but keep in mind, this is all kind of a build-up to Hearts of Iron 4. That's the reason why it is hard to not convert, because by the end of this game, the world just feels like it's about to explode. And already, North America's getting divided up fast. So we have a couple puppets. So North Germany has created Quebec and Newfoundland. We also have France and Nova Scotia, and Spain taking a lot of the East Coast, like all these states. And we also have Japanese USA taking over my home state of California, as well as the Russians are doing their thing. Historically accurate, I like it. French Mexico is going to be a very big deal. Portugal hasn't done a whole lot, and the British have released Venezuela for now. They'll probably release a little bit more. Oh, and the Ottomans. Yeah, the Ottomans going after Argentina and southern Chile. By the way, Prussia has formed the North German Federation. We'll see when they actually form all of Germany. Should happen soon. Egypt's also making a little move inside of Arabia, I guess, which we'll see if they can handle all that. And the Netherlands are, for some reason, attacking Morocco, which Spain is not gonna like, I don't think. Spain is gonna be okay. They might be able to beat you back. And now there's Japanese Australia. Japanese Australia, Japanese USA. They might be getting a lot of land here. Oh man, what is happening to North America? This is about to get real messy. Texas was released, which Texas is still part of the French Empire, but yeah, it's, you know, Texas is gonna do their own thing. This Cherokee Nation, located in Oklahoma, is also French as well. Spain didn't do anything similar though. They've just kept all this for themselves. Not exactly sure why. South America has been pretty much broken apart. Again, they're still puppets under the British Empire, but they can leave. Also, they might be kicking out the Ottomans soon. That is very short-lived. The Ottomans also might be struggling in Africa as well, because they're kind of a crumbling empire, but you never know. They could always go to communism or fascism and really turn things around. Mongolia somehow took a big province out of the Chinese Empire, which right now it looks divided. It's not. Trust me, China's gonna China. There's gonna be a civil war. And just like that, the Japanese have full control over Australia and New Zealand. All right, that is starting to get a little scary. Hirohito, please don't be mean. Oh, but they did lose California. So Mexico, French Mexico took all of that, and that is now released. Wow, this is probably the strongest country in all of North America. Maybe. I mean, depending on what German Canada does. I like that, German Canada. They also released Colombia, which surprising. Again, that's German as well. I guess I should say British Columbia. Yeah, British Columbia. That's gonna be confused. There's gonna be 2, I think. Oh yeah, okay, that's gonna suck. Well, I'll look at the flag, I guess. Thanks a lot. There's also German USA that I don't want to gloss over. I guess Spain didn't take Virginia, West Virginia, and what, Maryland or something? Also Florida. They left Florida on the table. Surprisingly, after all this time, the Ottomans do still hold on to Argentina. So that's kind of amazing. They need to be careful because there's the real Argentina, and they might want to get that stuff back. And Africa has been colonized completely. That was so fast. So the Italians are actually looking the best. I can't believe I'm saying that. Also, Denmark is down here. I thought that was like British territory. Nope. Danish grabbing stuff too. Then there's French Africa. Portuguese didn't do much since they started with this. And British Africa, yeah, this is all normal. Not too crazy. Oh, Southern Rhodesia. Random. That's the only thing they decided to puppet and release. But they also have this part of the Arabian Peninsula. And Persia is doing stuff, taking like Pakistani territory. Back in Europe, we do have a strong Italy, or at least a slightly stronger Italy. They took one province from France, which is amazing. Austria-Hungary's here, or back, or something, I don't know. And then there goes beautiful Germany. Oh, I think I'm about to bust. The Dutch are having some issues, and Belgium is taking them over. I am really shocked. I can't think of a time where Belgium took over the Netherlands, but we might see that here. And this is a much better way to look at the New World because you can really see like who actually controls this stuff a lot cleaner. So yeah, there's definitely gonna be some fighting between these three, I'm assuming. All Russia did is get Alaska back, and I guess they're content. I think they know now the value. Just don't sell it and lose all that oil again. Now China's breaking apart, and it's very unlikely that they pull themselves together anytime soon. Oh man, okay, so yeah, you guys are dealing with some rebels. We'll see. I don't know which state unites them. It's gonna take a long time. Or maybe they won't even be Chinese. Maybe the Russians will unite them because they have North Korea, as they would. Also, they have all of this little chunk right there. That's ugly, but okay, I appreciate it. Japan's decided they're just gonna take like all of Vietnam and all of the southern coast. So they're gonna have a really strong hold of the Pacific, especially because, you know, they still have Australia, I think. Yeah, this is gonna be a big deal. This is very scary. I'd be worried if I were the Dutch. They're coming for your spices and oil, rubber, other things. When did Persia get all this stuff? I'm impressed. Although you made the Ottomans mad. Oh, you made a lot of people mad. But yeah, you got the like Arabian Peninsula and parts of Africa. Let's see if you keep that though. Africa for the most part is probably going to stay the same, I think. Although British Africa changed some colors. Yeah, it's been adjusted a little bit. Also, the French have the Suez Canal, which is a big deal. Yeah, Egypt's probably not having a good time. Germany's taking a big old bite out of Russia. Austria-Hungary's still doing well, so is the Italians. Ottomans haven't fallen yet, but I don't really care because Belgium just united all of Benelux. They took all of Dutch territory and Luxembourg. I am kind of in disbelief. Are we about to see the strongest Belgium of all time? Technically, they are also a great power, but unfortunately, they don't have any like colonies in America, and they also don't really have any control over people. They need to find some influence fast. The Dutch still exist, well, in Morocco and in Indonesia, obviously, but at least they didn't have to travel that far to escape. And there's a little bit of trouble in paradise as Portugal and Spain are going at, wait, Portugal's got a weird flag. Portugal, are you doing something crazy? I think you're doing something crazy. North America's still the exact same, no border changes at all, but there are some wars happening, which I knew it was gonna happen. Germany and France are definitely gonna be competing for a lot of these states, which is surprising. North Dakota and South Dakota. Never thought I'd see that. This is the migration map mode, and basically if these countries are red, it means citizens are leaving these countries, more than likely for the New World. Even though people say this thing is broken, I still like looking at it. So like Brazil's popular, Peru's popular, British, South America in general is pretty good. People are still leaving like this part of German Canada and this part of French North America. But yeah, they like the puppet states for some reason. Oh, they don't like Australia though. They don't like that. Yeah, I'm surprised. So Japan's probably struggling with this colony a little bit. China just continues to break down more and more. We do have like a China. I don't know. Oh man, we have it for. Okay, that's definitely a sign, isn't it? Well, I think it's safe to say we know who's gonna get this ideology first. Fascist China sounds pretty good though. We'll see if they can take everything else over. Also, the Russians dealing with something similar, but at the same time a little different. Okay, yeah. I guess that's a perfect explanation. And this is more than likely why. People are mad because Germany's taken even more stuff from Russia. Russia struggles. Also, Austria-Hungary's not looking good at all anymore. Belgium is still super sexy. I thought they'd, well, I guess formidable nations aren't a thing, but I thought they would, I don't know, call themselves something else. No, they're proud of it. They're gonna show this off. Portugal didn't lose everything, but they might as well have. You guys should probably just give up. So, yeah, are you like a puppet now or something? No, at least you're not a puppet. Denmark has somehow managed to hold on to Danish Africa. I thought for sure you'd get kicked out, but no, the Italians are actually taking out the Ottomans. So again, Ottomans struggling. British Asia, and this country is a satellite to the UK, so clearly something horrible must have happened. But at the same time, we do have our first independent colony, or at least our first like really big independent colony, Brazil. I think Brazil's probably gonna be like the United States in this world. Cuba's also free as well though. So France lost a hold of this. I'm assuming the French are probably struggling. Okay, yeah, they might lose a lot more than just that. Mexico's still good though. Texas is as well. This Cherokee nation still. Oh, Cherokee's free. How did they get that? Wait a second, hold up. What is going on here? This is the population density map mode, and according to this is one of the biggest areas of the world. The Cherokee, Oklahoma City, has over 1 million people just chilling in it. What the hell is happening? No, seriously, like no one else has over 1 million, at least in the West. Maybe back, I don't even know if it's here either. Okay, oh yeah, London, obviously they've got 2 million, but still, that is impressive. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of obvious. India and China are, of course, gonna like dominate. They're gonna have a lot of population, but man, that is a lot of Native Americans. You guys just stuffed them all in Oklahoma. I don't know what else I expected. Oh, and I just realized a couple new places have joined the game. Crimea and others over here. Romania, they're involved. All right, Romania, keep going. So it happened. It happened. I don't know why this world is very similar to ours, and at the same time, not really. They're a little late to the game. It is 1935, so 20 years late, guys. Let's see if they can do anything with it, though. This thing now is a part of Europe, whatever that is. Austria, Hungary, I guess, did that. Germany didn't change their borders too much. We'll see what they do now with this new neighbor. And everything else, for the most part, is the same, except obviously, a couple countries are dealing with different government types. They're out here experimenting with the whole lot. The Japanese are going to keep a hold of Australia and New Zealand, and the Dutch still here in Dutch Oceania. Spain still has the Philippines. Kind of surprising. Looks like we will see our very own North Korea, though. I like that. We'll see. I don't know if they're going to actually release this. It's essentially North Korea. Also, China's uniting. China's taken over other states, and they might be able to unify their country, but they too did their thing. Their rebels were successful, so we gotta keep an eye on them, that's for sure. Oh yeah, this is probably gonna be a problem too. I totally forgot about that. So I'd be worried, even though German Canada still looks strong. Wait, the French lost stuff, didn't they? Yeah, they lost Montana, I think. But in terms of the West, it's only Brazil and Cuba that have their independence. Everything else that you see is still under somebody's control, even though it looks like they might be independent. Nope, no, that's not the case. We actually have 5 communist nations in this world. So Portugal, the Soviet Union, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Costa Rica. Safe to say they'd be forming their own faction if we continue on. And there's even more fascism. Okay, so they'll also be able to form, I think, a pretty nice team. And here we go. Where's the nicest place to live if you had to live on the map? Newfoundland has a minimum wage, as well as these other ones. Max work hours, Newfoundland again, and Peru, all right. British Columbia, excellent safety regulations. Yeah, but who has healthcare? Newfoundland, a lot of colonies, surprisingly. Oh, a lot of people have healthcare. It took them a while, but someone finally found Hawaii, and it's Spain that decided to colonize it. There's no one here. We'll see if that gets taken, I guess. Oh, and the French also have the Panama Canal. So that's huge for them. Like, that's kind of really big. Even if they're not like the #1 nation, it's gonna be a big deal in the future. And here's the final top 8 in 1936, at the end of Victoria II. Spain, Brazil, the Soviet Union, Japan, Italy, France, the UK, and Germany. Okay, so Germany's pretty far up there, but they better worry, because there's definitely a few people that are catching up. There's also the Empire of Mexico. Belgium's doing really well, and China not too far behind. All these people are gonna have pretty big impact if we go to the next game. Anyways, like I said, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll give it a couple days, and I will come back with a part 2, possibly this weekend. No later than this weekend. So yeah, thanks for watching. Big thanks to ElphieC, Elijah Senpai, Ruserification, SwissAargau, Maxy G, Bonny, Famme, Furry, Cruz, MisterPERKELE, CooterDonkey, BradenH, Alfonso M6, Millatime, Mega Fatboy 2.0, The Hentai Lover, Sleeper56, BirthdayDaddy, BallinLikeStalin, lolknight, Thank you.